Back at it. Counter-Strike on Inferno. Gotta love to see it. And that will now be our map number 2. After Singularity has losing on the map pick of GODSENT. Right now, it's gonna be Singularity playing back on their home soil, as you said. So far, 3 maps Singularity and GODSENT have played against each other before this day. It was Singularity only winning on Inferno. That says a lot about it, if you ask me. It should be actually, well, pretty much determining how it will go in the end, as I personally feel like we should have major success of Singularity right here. Zesh, are you using ESL chair? No, I am using a Cloud9 chair. And you might be judging me, and I'm fine with that, but I bought that chair back when Freakazoid and Sean Garris were on the roster. I liked them back then. They were cool back then, you know. Sean Garris, cool guy, nothing, friendly, smiley, lovely, and yeah, I personally feel like back then it was okay. I would think I wouldn't buy one nowadays. Either way, Rusty and Co. right now going for the knife towards fake mids. Well, they're realizing, okay. Suddenly the guys are at fake mids. And there it goes. Hugo knifing down Freddy B. And 1-0 for Singularity is the kind of lead you want to see, of course. I just realized my brain fully malfunctioned as I said Singularity 1-0 lead is the kind of lead you want to see. That is my head shutting down for a second or two. My bad, I'm sorry. That's happening sometimes. It's fine. And if you didn't know, we have the great casting combo today of doing it in a way that you talking about the game, talking with you. It's just a little bit of an experiment. Where are you guys from? I didn't develop 2 personalities by now. I probably could. Yeah, right, you could. 100%. I think you're a great caster, Vincent. I think I'm a great caster as well, Zesh. Thank you for the kind words. Oh, that's so nice of you. We're from Germany. To say it like this. Map number 1 went in favor of GODSENT, and a Singularity actually fought their way up to a 12-9 scoreline, couldn't hold it. From then on, Disco Doppelin and their team were able to do it right. So, Brawlin and the boys of GODSENT might be able to take this home 2-0. Hampus and his team waiting it out, making a little bit of presence towards the apartment section. Seems like Singularity has no individual over-rotating though. So Hugo as well as Plopsky are going to be the only 2 individuals holding things up. Plopsky can't hit his first shot. Sees the players going around the corner. Let's go down and find himself. Rusty, who's standing towards CT. Over construction they go, and now it gets a little bit tricky for Hugo. Sees his teammate just starting in front of his eyes, and so Benji and Barbar gotta do it. With Barbar finding himself Freddy B down to 47, but not the kill in the end, with a single point of health. And when you read right there, you've done 99 damage in some bullets. That's very annoying. There it goes. Freddy B and his team taking the lead. AK onto him as well as Disco Doppelin. How would you pronounce my name if it was a Pro CSGO player made an insane play? Komav? Komov? Kumo? Kumevi? I don't know. I'm not sure if there's like a language aspect there I'm missing. Either way, our pros right now on the server. Inferno's played as it was Singularity deciding. Rusty eats the bullet off Brolin as he's casually just doing left right AD, getting himself the entry as no Hampus now getting himself down to 15 points of health. downward spin out there. They have also gained control. It's Twist doing that together with this Godoplan. So they have a lot of opportunities. Freddy B silently moved around the world. The rest of the team gained a lot of presence and made a lot of noise. He was able to find his way towards the library where Benji wants to go. And now only Barbar can hold him up in that certain situation. Finds himself Twist. Number 1 frac. 74 HPS left onto himself. Plopsky as well as Barbar are the only 2 individuals on the Singularity site. Might be able to change the outcome. Talking about it, Plopsky finds himself Freddy B, but from behind, a backstabber comes. He's called this Godoplan. He's taking down the IGL of Singularity. So Plopsky's lucky enough to get himself that AK saved. Keep it in his hands. And doesn't need to worry about dying anytime soon. Except, logically, the GODSENT sandwich made from kitchen chef Brolin and his assistants, Mr. Godoplan and Hampus, results in the end. Plopsky, freshly served. 2-0 there on the site of the terrorists. And Singularity not bringing a gun through logically and forcing them to go for the eco. As that eco will not benefit them. GODSENT will find themselves probably 99% chance the first. Oh, by the way, this is the place where I work at. The Counter-Strike makers were so nice and built the place where I work at. And 4-3 is the master race. And logically McDonald's, where it says BM actually. Either way, enough BM from my site. Just running through, finding himself Benji connecting onto the second. You gotta love those submachine guns when you build up an economy. $1,200 building. As Hugo, Plopsky, and Barbar are trying their luck in that situation to make all the USPS bullets go the way. Or has to rotate away from the hidden section there, back on the sides. Ready to be coming in with one. The fire burning away at Plopsky and Barbar out of game. 3-0 for GODSENT. The lead is there. Now it's the time for Singularity to strike. And a good question, dear Coma. What I usually do is, so it's a little bit of a gamble, right? Like teams like Singularity or GODSENT, I've talked to the players already and asked them things like, what are your roles in the team? How do you feel yourself about the game, about your recent situation? But when there's like a new team, or someone I don't know, I usually try to add them on Steam, try to ask him, can you tell me a little bit about it? Do I need to take a look out for anything? So yeah, I'm trying to do preparation for every game because you want to make it feel cool and professional, right? You don't want to make it like it's a cheap game. You want to have the cool experience. And the cool experience now needs to be Benji a few milliseconds earlier. And he could have found himself an entry just through the smoke. The moment of surprise, nobody expected it. In this situation, Hampus, I think Hugo has an idea. I'm quite sure Hugo has the idea. On the other side though, Rusty gets taken out on the A site. Or we're going to turn around and make it all very successful. Freddy B denies his idea though. Benji Soft gotta do the job on one. Does it with Freddy B. AK taken into the hands. And now, throw it over, make it work. And that bomb is down. They are gonna think twice about it. As Hugo as well as Plopsky need to do a marathon to get back on the side of A. So Benji rather rotates over and prays to the Lord of Saving. His gun will be kept there for the next round, number 5. GODSENT's economy, they're allowing themselves. They could actually go for that kind of aggression. Ampus is now known. I could imagine he heard actually that scope in from Benji. Shots are coming in, and now they should actually try to do it last second. Flashbang. Okay, try. Benji Islands, this is the worst. The AWP is not in the game anymore. The most valuable weapon for Singularity slept brutally out of the hands of the counter-terrorist players, and there goes the 4-0 for GODSENT. That 4-0. That's the way you want to have it, as we see Singularity having only 2 decent rifles on their sight. The rest is going to be equipped with CZs and armor in that situation. Let's go Doppler finding Hugo on the other side of the map. 2 M4s are still in the game, so only a ZZ lost. And Plofsky might try to hit the right timing, but first of all, Brolin, who's going full throttle. Can't find Barbara at the moment. He's now peeking wide. Oh, that is not looking so good. Brolin dying there in the end. That should have not happened here, but Barbara down to 2 is an easy frack either way. The Molo not hitting its actual target. The flashbang barely blinding Barbara, but a great sense of Hampus is allowing him to take down the Swedish IGL. One more body shot. Counter-Strike just crashed. Get away, Water. Counter-Strike just crashed. We're reconnecting to it, don't worry. So now I need to take a look for the GoTV. It's taking its time, as I don't have that ready, unfortunately. Welcome to Counter-Strike Global Offensive, a game in 2018, the #1 competitive shooter. Oh, by the way, did you try to watch demos recently? It's a great demo player they have implemented. I love to watch demos. You can just easily, like a YouTube video, go through your played matches, and it's never buggy, it's never crashing. You never have FPS problems, and that game is super new. So it's okay that you have low FPS, right? That's fine. It's just like, why am I even complaining? Counter-Strike Global Offensive starting soon with our next one. It crashed. And with that crash now going back, I can introduce myself as the one who's going to guide you through our entire action. My name is Zesht. Hi, Spider-Man. How are you doing? I'm not spinning any webs today, as I'm only surfing the World Wide Web. Excellent memes. I'm executing all the right configs, and we are actually good to go. To be honest, you look like 17 and 21, but I don't look very young. Back to it. Counter-Strike Global Offensive should start again. It does. Ring, ring, ring. And I think... yeah, there we go. Having our action back at it. Barbard forced to stay in the corner, and those guys from GODSENT are taking so major control in that one. Hugo, though, is on the right timing. Disco Doppler fully blind. Finds himself that one onto Hugo, though. And Benji gets denied as well. Only Plofsky. Only him able to retrieve the shattered glass. They're back on the site of A. There's a kid onto him. Plofsky needs to be taken out. Plofsky needs to be found, and he's taken out of the game. 6-0 for GODSENT. Back and forth, but there it works. Took way too long there for Freddy B. We're having a break. Perfect time to read through all this stuff. So 12 million Spider-Man comments, of course. I heard it very often. If you're asking why my eyes are so red, it's unfortunately hay fever. And I'm reading Redolf right now, and Redolf says the new GeForce driver gave Counter-Strike lower FPS. 2018, logical what I meant. And in 2018, the worst thing about NVIDIA, I'll be straight up honest, I'm just doing that 1 second, is that you have to make an account to get drivers. I'm not buying a graphics card to make another social media account, basically, to register myself somewhere where I don't need to even put in my card number or anything, then just get drivers. Dear respect, I hate it. That's something, sorry, had to get that lost. Either way, 6-0 for GODSENT, Brolin taken out of the game. And with Brolin taken out in that moment, 1:30 is left on the clock. An out-of-man advantage, Singularity can utilize that. The only problem they really have is that there are barely any great weaponry onto them. Hampus comes in from behind. There, Hampus finds himself Benji Barbars there to react. 2 versus 4. There's Plofsky with the right timing. This Godoplin. Yeah, he's pretty much now on his own, Twist. He hears the steps of Plofsky. Finds the head of Plofsky. He has the bomb onto himself. He could rotate over to B. Hugo is making that move. And back on the A site, Barbar and Rusty are staying. "16 more seconds. He can be Usain Bolting that. It's a Molotov. Yeah, he's blocking Hugo right now with the movement. Does he get that plant? He does. Has the open hands. Oh, this could be Twist clutching this out. He just needs to have a right kind of idea about the situation. Goes back to the construction area. Barbar is not going to find him at the moment. And if they all run one by one in the crosshair of Twist, then it might be also working. Hugo on his right finds that flying shot. Needs to take a look on his backside. But Barbar's a totally taking a different approach. He's not going for construction. Twist is going right now. He could find himself one. There's no kit on any of the Singularity players. And that might be the clutch that right now those guys need. He doesn't find it. Barbar securing it. Hugo defusing with 0.2 seconds remaining. My God, Singularity. You couldn't have made that round tighter. Twist doing a good job, taking a lot of time, building major pressure there onto Singularity, but incredible stuff it was either way. The only issue that would be right now exactly something like that. This Godoplin in 25 seconds finding himself an easy double. GODSENT back on the right track to find round number 7, and the worst about it right here would be that in case Singularity is... Hold on, Rusty, that was a risky move. He didn't have many movement options, so going for the smoke could have been one. Yeah, that pause seems to be very reasonable. Take a look at those wallets. 50, 400, 0. If Benji doesn't survive, Singularity will not have too much of options with a buy there. Benji finding Brolin. Number 1 secured. Twist seeing his shoulder. 7-1 for GODSENT. That's a phenomenal start so far. As we're having a pause. I think one guy asked, is that actually your main job? No, it isn't. I mean, I would love to have this as a main job, but no, I'm actually going to university right now as I'm studying journalism. A little bit of a, not the best time spent. But that's how it is. Also, MYM, thank you for the very friendly and nice words, of course. GODSENT, who won already their first map, which was Overpass, their pick and their decision. I mean, just to remind you, I wanna put that into perspective real quick to actually make you understand that a little bit better. Inferno. Singularity won Inferno last time, 16-9. GODSENT is 2 rounds away from achieving... they're just so close to achieving actually the amount of rounds. They actually haven't. They actually got them during the loss of the last time. Fuga now taken out of the game. Twist and his team already finding their approach towards that site. I think that their Benji already been spotted with the shot hitting him once. And we've now Plopsky, Benji, and Barbar. Seems like that one is at least the first frag we're seeing in that round coming in from Benji, doing a bit of damage. But it doesn't really hurt. Take a look at those wallets, please. 500 on the Freddy B and 1,500 on the Brolin, but then you got Hampus and Disco Doppelin with pockets overweight. There, Barber. Oh, nice shot though. Brolin and Twist both taken out there. And now that is a major investment they need to do. 8-1, half already secured by the yellow-black guys. The black and yellow guys. So patience is what Singularity needs. If you're down 8-1, you need to be aware that you can still win this. Barbar taken out. Twist finding himself rusty as well. Only Benji around the corner. Coordination seems to be the #1 keyword here for GODSENT. As no one is falling down. Twist the only one who took damage and also found himself 3 frags. That is a beautiful one. Even if it is just a force buy from Singularity, it's beautiful. It is just beautiful. This Godoplin coming from behind, taking the life of Plopsky. 9-1 there, ladies and gentlemen. And it's not so beautiful. You have to say, the last time Singularity played on this map against GODSENT, they were actually really decent. And also, in Overpass, they showed a stronger performance than last time. The initial situation looked quite good for Bomber and his guys, but at that point in time, the confidence and the options are not as big as they used to be. Rusty, though, finding himself Hampus in Disco Doppelin, so the situation not so bad. Twist whiffing his shots. With that happening, we're at it with just a minute disadvantage. Got some far with 1, not with a second. Brolin reacts. Twist with a perfect timing and shot there onto Rusty. Minimizing the movement here of Hugo. He can't stay in pit, goes under balcony. Smoke being popped. Hugo needs to be found, because otherwise it will not look so brilliant. Twist has such a good sense about this game. Hugo taken out, bomb gonna be planted, and no longer is there a man equalized situation. It's a disadvantage for Singularity. And Twist ripping off another hat. This man is right now doing a great job as an offer. 13-5. The butchers of GODSENT are not interested. Fresh meat coming in and Singularity falling for it right here. View read me. Who still read me back in the day? That was something, huh? Nowadays you try to Google a tutorial about something you don't know in the game and find yourself listening to the same license-free music over and over with a guy opening up his WordPad and telling you what to do. Gotta love it. Either way. 10-1 Singularity, looking like they will fall short in this game right now. Hugo could do the difference here with the deal. If he peeks at once, he might find himself the first smoke lands towards him. He goes around, and Hamp is already on the scene. This is just incredible stuff. GODSENT got full control. They're not giving the steering wheel away. No understeer, no oversteer. Full control. Apex they're hitting. And that Apex, the flat 6 they are driving right here, or the inline 5, is just beautiful. And GODSENT, they're not even waffling, they're not even shaking, they are actually kind of falling down. Unfortunately, I have to say it like this. As I have to say I'm a fan of Barbar and the team, but at that point in time, they're not delivering, and they're not delivering at all. Which makes it all just sadder and sadder in the end. Hampus. Oh, he gets taken out by Hugo. Good coordination. Could be round number 2 coming in for Singularity. As they found themselves the entry. This good off him though. Getting himself Hugo. Brawlin does the same with Barbar. Rusty out of the game. A site could be controlled in case Benji's falling. But he'll be receiving another USPS bullet. Smoke should do the job. Benji's known. Plopsky the only man alive. Once more. And I think this is the exact same situation we had previously. Deja vu. Twist finding Plopsky. 12-1. This is a casual game here for GODSENT. And their game feels a little bit like quick math for them. Easy to understand, no big issue, and they're reading it right. Their exercise, it could be easily fulfilled and executed very, very soon. As GODSENT 2 rounds away from finishing this off, 14-1. Now it'd be logically scoreline that gives you the best initial situation. But also to remind you, GODSENT sometimes has a bit of their shaky moments, as they were actually up 14-6 against Kinguin on Train, and yeah, then they won 16-14, so that's hella close. Rolando finding himself Benji. Not close for Brolin. Freddy finds Barbar as well. Rusty strikes, has the right kind of timing, but should be taken out either way. Back to the side he goes. Molotov does a good job on blocking their movement, but Roland burning away. That's at least one. A second one to be found by Rusty. So Plopsky and Hugo gotta do the job. Back on the AK he is. Both taking the same path. Trying to find the same thing. That there's Plopsky taken out. The understanding is so unique and incredible right now. Hugo can't make it work. I'm sorry. With that 13-1, it will be Disco Doppelin finding himself another frag. That might be over before it even properly started. I don't know, GODSENT is bullying Singularity. No, that's not the right term. It's not bullying. It's just pure dominance. And as we're seeing that nice kind of idea together with Rusty, the Nates made it work to take down 2, but that is an open A site. And that open A site, it's gonna be Trist realizing that very, very soon. Disco Doppelin though dying. With that happening, is still achievable right here for Singularity to get another one, but they're taking the right way around. Smartly done, because Hemp has got the banana control. Singularity needs to take a very long around. And so, there he goes. Bomb being planted, no kit neither. Taking that back, neither Plopsky or Barber, that's a lie. Plopsky now got it equipped. Barber, the last man alive. A shot through the smoke could handle this all. And you hate to see it. He has no chance at all. No time, no opportunity. 14-1. And that's a brutal start right here from the guys of GODSENT. Take a look at it. 18-6 from Twist. This could upland on 16-5. Oh, where are they writing? Today you don't sound like a female. How do I sound like one day like a female and the other day I don't? What's the next game, caster? There's probably no next game for tonight. In case Singularity is not doing a magical comeback, Houdini-like out of the hat, that will be not gonna happening. And as they're now hearing GODSENT coming through middle, not the best of an idea. 1, 2, I'm taking it back actually. Plopsky and Barbar down to the 2, but same goes for GODSENT. Only Hampus as well as his Godopol alive. He still takes the duel, finds the shot. Barbar having no armor. And he runs and runs and runs. Hampus is slow. And Hampus is though there. 15-1! GODSENT close, but hella close to making this a 16-1. And that 16-1 is highly, highly possible. As there's no decent buy on the site of Hugo and Co. Twist finds himself the first. Brolin gets taken out though. Twist with another. Twist finally taken out of the game. Barbar is the last man alive. He's out. 16-1. Brutal humiliation there from GODSENT. That was incredible dominance, incredible the way they played a show out of its own. They delivered us here, Brolin and Co. Just starting off, going away, and find themselves an easy 2-0 in that best of 3 series. It's the StarSeries qualifier for the season number 5 here for Europe. Was a pleasure to have you guys here. My name is Sesh. I'm taking a look right now for the finish. Then words to chat. Today you don't look like a female. What are you trying to say? But you still have quiet red eyes, I know. It's my eyes being horrible. It's horrible, I know. Go stream AJ versus Wendigo. I think Tombis, the good Tombis, does that, if I'm not totally wrong. Yep, he does. So you can visit him, of course. He is higher than a kite. That's blatant lying. That's blatant lying. Do you have a comment? Are you a commentator as a job? No. I'm studying journalism, but I would love to be a commentator as a full-time job. I can't be. You the caster Hachi vouched. Yes, I think I am. Hachi mentions me sometimes. An AZ-esque. But, okay, fair enough with the questions. Thank you very much for tuning in. We're going to see each other in the future for sure here at Starladder CSEN2 or the main channel with another bit of great action. I'm Zasht. I'm out for the moment. I wish you a beautiful and lovely good night or in whatever time zone you're in. Also a great day. And that will be it for the moment. See you guys next time for a bit of great Counter-Strike.